How's it going, everyone? This is Matt with Draft to the Future, and today we are taking a look at Zane Durant. This is part of our series of our player profile, where we're looking at people who stood out to us for one reason or another as we've been doing our summer scouting, and we're ramping up to the kickoff of the college football season. We really love it if you give us a like and or a subscribe. We let data drive our decisions, and if you are interested in data-driven analytics with some film on the side, then this is definitely the channel for you. My partner Ryan's been working on his players. I've covered people like Fernando Mendoza and Tanner Kazoil. I don't have the whole list in front of me, but we've been looking at a lot of players so far, and we're Jordan Tyson is someone I've looked at. So we're just keeping that going because we want to have some sort of eyes on just players to watch, players we're interested in seeing more from, whether it's how are they going to improve or build on what they've already done, or if it's, hey, these are some weaknesses we've seen. So this is all setting up so we can watch the season and kind of see how these players grow. And today's prospect, Zane Durant, is a very interesting look into that direction because Zane Durant looks a lot like what you want him to look like. He's a former four-star player with the dream triad of a 10.6 run-stop win rate and a 10% pass rush win rate and a 17.4% true pass set win rate. So basically, if you're just using data, Zane Durant screams at you to look more at him. Now the plays are there, but his missed tackle rate is higher than we'd want. I don't have it here in my data, but he's got too many missed tackles, and I've kind of looked into that. More on that as we progress through this video. I had to go through full game footage just to find him. Believe it or not, like I said, the numbers are there, but he's coming on in starts. Now, I mean, he's on a Penn State defensive line, so there are a lot of studs on that line, and he is one of them. So eventually, I found some of his footage, and I started watching. He only had 500 snaps, so that's going to say a lot. Now, 500 isn't like nothing, but it makes him a little hard to find, and we hope he's going to get more opportunities this season. But what I did notice is if you go to the Illinois game, then you're going to see the highs and lows that I was able to see on a lot of the other games. So he can win using either power or leverage. And we want to look at one of the plays. I'm going to look off to the side because I got some notes all the way over here. Let's look at that second video on my data. First video we're going to look at here. We're going to look at this tape from Illinois where he's on the line. He stacks up this lineman, shoves him off, and then is right there to make the tackle. And that leverage, he's stout, he sets down well, he pushes up well, and that was a good rep. That was a very, very good rep. He can really slide off tackles. He's pretty slippery, to be honest. So we'll look at this other play. He just slips right by the guy and makes the play on the tackle. Now, to be fair, that was a reach block, and he got around it. He had a really nice first step, so there's no lie there. But that elusiveness, that get off, that's what, in combined with his numbers, he's 21 years old, 6'1" frame, 288 pounds. I have this phrase I call it looks really good coming off a bus. And he's got all of that. And then you top it off with a play like that, with numbers like that. This play is indicative. In fact, if you go to the next play, the sack against Illinois, that's the next play I kind of want to look at. These are the plays that really kind of stand out. He shoots off the ball, gets in that play, gets that sack, so he gets home and gets the guy down. And those are plays that show what scouts see. Now, I think he's a projection right now, and that's not an insult. especially when the data is there. But the data is there with a limited snap count. Now, I've seen guys shine with 300 snaps, but I'm hoping he gets into the 800 snap area with Penn State, and I'm hoping that he gets more consistent in what he's doing. And right now, the other thing that I'm noticing is he's actually his athleticism shines, and it might be that he's just a little more athletic, and he's still kind of getting into his body. If you look at the next clip, he fires out the ball. He's so fast. He's so quick. He gets such a good first jump. He actually overruns the play and he misses the tackle. So those missed tackles, I'm noticing, they're not necessarily missed tackles because when he hits a guy, the guy goes down. But sometimes he's so out of control that he can't get his arms around him. The other thing I need to note that I need to see improvement on is sometimes, honestly, too often, he gets stonewalled. He gets in, and if that first step doesn't work, if that power, that first move doesn't win, if he doesn't win in that first win, he gets stood up, and then he gets taken out of the play. And that's what this clip we're looking at now kind of shows. So I really need to see more consistency out of him. All the tools are there, all the skills are there, all the talent is there. We just need to put it together. We just need to see it more often. If you look at that data, there's great talent that needs to be controlled more so that he can be a more consistent person on the field. My notes say I watched 4 games, and in 4 of the games, I just literally couldn't find him. And then I wrote, it's not literally true. There are 4 games where he's not in on the play. Another one of my common phrases is, I want to see you in the frame. When the play's over, I'm drawn to the guys who are in the play on the screen when it's happening, whether you're the star who made the tackle or just a factor or someone in pursuit. And sometimes he gets a little hard to find. You got only 500 snaps. That's part of it. And then getting blocked out of the play, that's the other factor that we need to see him grow on. So we want that talent and that athleticism to translate more often into production, or at least I do. The more I started to look at the Illinois game, the more I felt like this was the right footage to use, because you see all that quick off the ball, great first move stuff, and then he's either out of control, so he takes himself out of the play, or he doesn't have a second move, and that's what I'm hoping he develops in this upcoming season. So his get off is amazing. And for me, if I'm an offense coordinator, I kind of might want to play that. Like I think if I'm playing Penn State, I want to run a lot of traps in his direction, and I hope that he gets opportunities to show that he's grown there, that he's got his technique down, he's got a little more control, relying less on athleticism to just blow by a guy and more on read and recognition to put himself in position to be a successful player on the field. So those are all the things that I saw on him, and if you got thoughts, we'd love to hear it. Make your comments down below. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you think. If I had to summarize it, I'd say a lot of great production in limited opportunities. A lot of great athleticism, but we need more consistency. We need more control, and we need to see some second moves and some more pursuit. Those are my takeaways, and I think that he's going to get a chance. I think Penn State is really one of those few teams who can really threaten for a national title. And honestly, my prediction would be Clemson, Penn State for the national championship. That's kind of where I'm going. Texas is up there on my list too. So looking forward to seeing Penn State. Looking forward to seeing Zane Durant. Looking forward to seeing your replies to this video and what you see out of them and what you think, so we can start a discourse and really start building a good, realistic profile. So we hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video, and we're looking forward to this college season. Everyone have a great day. God bless, and goodbye.